Shopify custom product properties. What are they? How do you use them? And what are they good for? That's what we're going to be exploring in this video. If you're new here, my name is Coding with Robbie. I make videos on Shopify development as well as other topics. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we're going to get into it right now. So what are Shopify custom product properties? Well, it's a place to store additional data on a product. Let me paint a scenario for you. Let's say we have this diamond ring product right here. And we got three options. We got metal, carat, and diamond. And let's say we wanted to add a fourth option where the user could type in something they want engraved on the ring. Well, that's not something we could really do with Shopify options. And there's two reasons for that. The first is that you can only add up to three options on a product. And the second is even if we could add a fourth option, there's no way to do a field where the user could type in. It's really just for set options. So this is something that's perfect for Shopify custom product properties. And if we did add some of those, we can make the product page look like this. Let me refresh. Look like this, where maybe we have a size drop down where you could select the ring size. And then we have engraving text where you could put in what you want engraved on the ring. And just one thing to note is that properties can affect the product price. It's strictly just for adding additional information that might be helpful. So let's say we added this to cart. It's going to show up in cart like this. So we can see the size and the engraving property we just added. And say I added the same product with the same options, but different properties. You can see that it shows up as a separate line item, and that's because they have different properties. So that's kind of one use case for custom product properties. And another use case is really for apps. So tons of apps will store additional data on your products. So maybe it's a personalization plugin. Maybe they have to add something so they can track conversions. There's really all kinds of stuff apps will do. So adding a custom property to a product template is actually really easy to do. So it's the same on every single theme, but I'll put my theme on GitHub if you want to download it. But all you got to do is find the product form. So mine's located within main-product.liquid. We can see the form starts right here. We got our product options right here. We got the quantity field right here. And then we got the add to cart button at the bottom. And we can add our field anywhere within the form. So let's go right above the quantity field right here. And all you got to do is add an input. So let's go input type is equal to text. And then the important part is the name attribute. So let's go name is equal to. And then you got to put properties, brackets, and then you put whatever you want the field to be named within the brackets. We can go engraving. And that's it. We just added our first property to this template. And I'm going to paste in some code. All this does is add a label and a parent div. I'm going to save that. I'll go back to the template. And if we refresh, we can see we added it right here. So let's add a second one for the size field. So we can just copy this. And this time we'll call it size. Change the label. We'll change the text within the brackets. And then this time it's going to be a select field. So I'll change this to select. And a select field needs options inside it. So let's close the select. Go option. Go value is equal to, we'll start at 6. We'll put 6 inside of the option tag. And then we can just do this a bunch for each size. So let's just go 6, 7, 8. Go 6, 7, and 8. Whoops. Save that. We'll go back and refresh. And now we got a size field also. So now this will function. So let's type in my test or mount test, and then size will go 7. Let's add that to cart. And we can't see it. And that's because we didn't modify the cart template yet. But if we do go to cart.json, we can see that it did add those properties. So here's the line items. Here's the latest one. We got properties with engraving and size. So we're going to fix the cart template up in a minute. But before we do, we got to fix another bug that we introduced. So right now we added these two fields to every single product that uses this template. So say I went to the zipped jacket, it's going to have an engraving and size field, which we probably don't want. So there's two ways we could fix this. The first would be to duplicate our template and then just remove it. And the second would be to use a meta field to kind of toggle these fields on and off. I would say that second option is the better way to go. So let's set that up real quick. So let's go within our admin panel right here. We'll go settings, and then we got to go to custom data. And then let's go to products. And then I got some old stuff right here I did, but let's add a new definition. We'll call this ring fields. And then the namespace and key, we'll just go custom ring fields. Description, it doesn't really matter. And then let's add a field to it. So let's look for a checkbox. Should be on here somewhere. Let's see. True or false right here. We'll add that. I think that's all we got to do. Let's go save. And now we got the key right here. So let's copy that. And then let's go back to our template and we'll go if product meta fields custom dot ring fields. If that's true, we'll show these two custom properties. Go end if, save it. And now if we go back to our template, those fields should be gone. And it's also going to be gone on the diamond ring. So now to add it to products that we want, we can go to products, pull up the product. So ours was diamond ring. And then down here, we have that field we added. So let's click in here and I'll go true. And then I'll hit save. And we just got to wait a second and they should show up again. So let's refresh. Not yet. Refresh again. Not yet. Refresh again. And there we go. We got it. All right. So now we're going to fix up our cart template so it shows those properties. So let's pull up our cart template. Mine's just cart.liquid. And then in here, you can see I'm looping through the items and rendering cart item. So let's pull up that cart item. And then right in this UL is where I'm looping through the product options and displaying them. So we'll show the properties right below this. So let's add a second for loop. Let's go for prop in item.properties. Need end for. And inside here, let's just do an li. And inside the li, we'll go prop. And let's just see what that gives us. So I'll save that. I'll go back. And I'll refresh. And now we get engraving in the value and size in the value. And prop is actually equal to an array. So prop 0 is going to be the property name. And then prop 1 is going to be the value. So if we go like this, it'll clean up the formatting for us. Go back and try that. There we go. And then one other issue we didn't talk about yet is say we add another ring and we leave the engraving field blank. Well, we probably don't want to show that line right here. So let's add a check for that. And that's easy. We can just go unless prop 1, which is the value, is equal to blank, and end unless. And that way it won't show it if it is equal to blank. Try that out. We'll go back and we'll refresh. And it's gone right there, but it still displays when it does exist. And then the last thing we got to take care of is hidden product properties. So kind of the system everyone worked out is if it starts with an underscore, then it shouldn't be displayed. There's going to be apps adding a ton of hidden data, and you just got to check for that underscore and not display it if that's the case. So let's add a check for that. Let's go inside this for loop, and let's grab the first character of the property name. So let's go assign first car equal to, and it's going to be prop 0. And then we can do a string filter. So let's go slice 0. And that's going to grab us the first character of prop 0, which is the property name. And then we can go to this unless and say, hey, if it's blank, or if first car is equal to and underscore. And that's all we got to do. So now if it is a hidden property, it's just going to skip it from this loop. Let's go back and make sure we didn't break anything. It still works. And that's pretty much it. That's Shopify custom product properties. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you got a Shopify topic you want a video on, put it in the description below and I'll consider making it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.